Okay, let's do number 2 together. Example 2 together. Okay, we're going to multiply negative 3.5 times negative 5. Okay, this one's a little bit different because they are not fractions. Okay, so we need to turn negative 3.5 and negative 5 into a fraction. Okay, negative 3.5, just kind of ignore the negative for a second. If we have a negative mixed number and we want to change it to an improper fraction, we just want to know that it's still going to remain negative. So I'm going to just kind of ignore the negative for a minute, okay? And then make sure that my answer remains negative in the end. Okay, so I'm going to multiply 3 times 2, add 1, and then drag the 2. Okay, remember multiply, add, drag. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, and then drag over the 2. Okay, so 7 halves. And since the original mixed number was negative, I know that the improper fraction would have to be negative. Okay, I'm going to need this later, so I'm going to have to erase this. Okay, so negative 3.5 is negative 7 halves. Okay, negative 5. Okay, negative 5 remains negative, so the negative sign's there. If it's a whole number, you want to change it to a fraction, just put a 1 underneath it. Okay, so negative 5 would be negative 5 over 1. Okay, so we have negative 7 over 2 times negative 5 over 1. And now we have a problem like we've been working with. Okay, cross reduce. 7 and 1. Okay, can't reduce. 2 and 5. There's no number other than 1 that divides into those either, so those can't reduce. Okay, so we just don't do it because we can't. Okay, now multiply the tops, multiply the bottoms, and the correct sign. Okay, 7 times 5 is 35. 2 times 1 is 2. Now look at the signs. A negative times a negative. Okay, a negative times a negative. 2 numbers, same sign. It's a positive. So positive 35 over 2. Okay, to simplify, 35 over 2. Okay, that is improper. Okay, so we need to take 35 divided by 2. Okay, 2 goes into 3 once. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down to 5. 2 goes into 15 7 times. Okay, 2 times 7, 14. Subtract, you get 1, a remainder of 1. And put that 1 over the 2 that we divided from. Divided by. Okay, 17 and a half. Okay, so another way to write this would be 17 and 1 over 2. 17 and a half. But again, review this a little bit. We changed 3.5 to a fraction by multiply, add, drag. We changed 5 to a fraction by putting it over a 1. Okay, we looked to see if we could cross reduce and we couldn't. Okay, we multiplied the tops, multiplied the bottoms, and got 35 over 2 positive because the signs were the same. And then because 35 was bigger than 2, we changed that to a mixed number by dividing 2 into 35 and got 17 and a half. Okay, keep me posted if you're having troubles.